Today I'm back for a short review of this clutch from Demellier, London. So I hope that I am not mispronouncing the brand's name, but if I am, please bear with me. Okay, so I bought this bag, this clutch in fact, from the website directly about 4 to 5 months ago in June, and I've used it 4 to 5 times now, and I'm pretty ready to give a review of this clutch. So it was delivered within 4 days of ordering, and it was delivered by DHL Express, so that was a great relief. And when it was delivered, it came not just with this dust bag but also with a box, but because the box is not the kind that can be recycled, so I discarded it afterwards. So yeah, now when I am not using this clutch, I just store it in this dust bag. So other than the fast delivery, I think one thing to compliment Demellier London for is really the fact that the listed price on its website is the final price you will pay for the products. So it was listed at £355, and it's already inclusive of taxes. So what this means is that the price that you see on the website is really transparent, because you don't have to try to figure out whether there are hidden fees that you have to pay later. So as a result, DHL Express didn't collect additional tax from me when it delivered these, so that's pretty nice. One thing to note for Demellier London is that I think you can get a 10% discount if you sign up for the newsletter, which I did, and yeah, I was able to apply a 10% discount, and delivery was also free then, because the purchase was more than £200. So all in all, I paid $572.45 for this clutch. So just for reference, the exchange rate can then be calculated as 1.79. Obviously there should have been changes from then till now, so yeah, all these are just for reference. So now we can start on the product itself. So this is called the Florence. So this is a medium to large size clutch, and I thought I wanted to try out the trend of clutches, which I think was really trendy maybe 2 to 3 years ago. I think we are more or less at the tail end of the trend, or maybe the trend has ended. But anyway, I didn't regret getting this, because I think that the design is pretty classic and can be used for weddings and any other formal events. So I mean, that's my thought process when I got it. And yeah, true enough, when I checked Demellier London's website today, I think that the range of colors has definitely decreased as compared to June. I think because it's a new season now and other bags are being prioritized. But anyway, just to share my personal experience using this bag, I think the shade really makes it very easy to match with any outfit because it's taupe. So yeah, it's really neutral, and the leather is good as well. So this is smooth leather, and I'm not sure whether it's very obvious, but it's really very comfortable holding on to the clutch. Now it has nothing inside. Yeah, and I think you can see how good the leather is. But in terms of stitching, I think it may not be exactly perfect, but overall I think that it's still pretty neat. So yeah, I'm fine with it. In terms of scratches so far on the hardware, yeah, there are already some scratches, but I think that is more a result of user error rather than the product itself. I also like the fact that the brand's name is very small, very subtle. I think yeah, that's my preference. So this clutch actually comes with this chain. Initially I thought it's pretty redundant because I didn't intend to carry this clutch on my shoulder, but because I do take the public transport, so sometimes when I carry this clutch with me, I find that it's way more convenient if I use the chain. So one thing to note about the chain is that it's really not light. So you will have to, bear some weight on your shoulder. So that's just something to take note of. But one really um, big advantage of this clutch is that it's really huge, so you can really put in as many things as you may possibly want. So I think I can, and I have indeed tried to put in a long cardigan into this clutch, and it still fitted really well. So yeah, that I think goes to show how much it can contain. uh, of course, usually I don't carry a cardigan around, but I do carry an umbrella as well as a water bottle, and even after putting these two, it's still super roomy. So yeah, that's really the biggest advantage of this clutch. um, Other than that, I think it's also a different type of bag compared to the others in my collection. So yeah, I don't think it's like um, an unnecessary addition in any way, because I think yeah, it's pretty different in terms of its function and its design, and yeah, it's really easy to match with my neutral outfits as well. Now moving on to what may not be so great about this clutch. I think it's not a bad thing, but for me personally, it is not the most practical bag. That's because um, of the fact that it's a clutch, right? So even though it has this chain, it can get pretty heavy when you carry things in this clutch. And if you were to carry it under your arm, which I still think is the best way, um, to carry a clutch of this size, it will not be super practical, unless you are really used to carrying clutches, I guess. So for me, it took some time to adjust. Um, but yeah, I just carried these to meet my girlfriend for drinks, and it did work out pretty nice. Overall, I've really nothing much to complain about this clutch. I had a really smooth and pleasant experience ordering and receiving this clutch from Demellier, London as well. So yeah, I thought that I would share this experience here, and hopefully it will help someone who wants to order something from the website as well. So that's all for today's review. If you have any question, feel free to ask them in the comments below.